So let me start by just setting the scene for you. It's the middle of July on a 92-degree day, Saturday morning, and everyone's planning on going to hit the lake. What are you going to do today? Personally, I've been faced with this situation several times throughout my life, with a mix of it being the hot summers versus winter. The summer, I always have a lot more options to do, obviously, so I'm always faced with this scenario. We've all experienced this situation at some point in our lives. Everyone throughout the audience has experienced this situation at some point in their life. And we've all been faced with this decision of, are we going to stay inside, play video games, get some Fortnite on, or are we going to go outside, hit the lake, and enjoy the day with some of our closest friends and family? Me growing up in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho my entire life, I believe I'm a credible person to talk on this subject because I've always been super outdoorsy and outgoing when it comes to the outdoors. That's kind of just how I've been raised, and I've always been that way. So for the most part, obviously, I always choose to go hit the lake and spend the day with my friends. It's very important that everyone spends time outside every day, and throughout this speech today, I'm going to give you 3 reasons on why it's important. Today, I will be going over how the outdoors affects you overall, both mentally and your physical state. Easy ideas to get you out of the house that don't take a lot of planning and are just simple, and they also don't take a lot of energy. Those kind of get you out in the sun. And how more time outside will improve our society as a whole and kind of just make everyone a lot more happier. Now that I've gone over what I'm going to cover, why don't I just jump right into it? The effects of the outdoors. So spending time outside improves your attention span as well as your memory, and has even been proven to help you sleep better. In a study done by Kevin Lovia in 2018, Kevin's also the author of the book Nature Fix in 2018, psychologists are finding that more and more reasons that outdoors increase health benefits. This I found very true because personally I don't get sick very often and I spend a whole lot of time outside, so I definitely feel like that might be a factor that plays into it. Could be all the vitamin C that I ingest, you never know. Sleep, it highly benefits your sleep schedule because when you're outside in the sun has its own routine, as we know, day and night. So when you're outside in the sun all day, or just for like an hour, your body tends to kind of adapt to the schedule that the sun has. So your body kind of just figures out, oh, the sun's out, we need to have energy to be able to do things. But when the sun goes down, that your body's also adapt to, okay, the sun's down, it's time for me to turn off and go into rest mode. And that kind of overall helps your sleep patterns and helps you sleep a lot better and a lot deeper. You will have more energy. Everyone has what's called an internal clock. Like I said, that kind of goes along with the sun and its schedule. So basically, just the more time you spend outside and the more outdoorsy you are, the better internal clock you're going to have. Studies done at GCU have shown that even looking at pictures of nature versus a city. So at GCU a couple of years ago, they did a study where they made a big group of students pull an all-nighter, and then the next morning they showed them a picture of this beautiful, bright and sunny just landscape of mountains and just nature. And then the other half of the group, they showed a picture of downtown LA on a really bright and sunny day where it's populated, The study turned out that the students that saw the nature, mentally, not physically, but mentally, they felt a lot more rejuvenated, not fully, because they didn't sleep all night, but they felt a lot more energized after that than the kids that saw the picture of the city. So this really kind of just opened my eyes to what spending time in the nature and under the sun really can do for you. Now that you know the effects, how will you spend your time outside? I'm going to jump into some easy ideas or easy ways to get you out of the house that don't take up a lot of planning and don't take a lot of energy either. So not for like going for a run or a sprint or something. We live in the Pacific Northwest where there's a ton of outdoor activities that are available to us at hand. Some simple ideas to get you outside are just simply going for a hike like you see on the screen, You can go for a swim, Coeur d'Alene Lake. It's very populated, very fun place to hang out. And we are in the North Idaho, so we do have cold winters. So in the winter, you can try going to the ski mountain or a snowboarding mountain. If you're experienced, you can just go. If you're not, try taking some lessons. It's a lot of fun. I also have grown up doing that every single winter, and I very much enjoy it. Who will you do it with? So not all of us like to do all these activities alone. Obviously, everything's more fun when you're with people that you enjoy being around. Simply just ask some friends. Get a group of your family, get a group of your friends, go up to the mountain, shred for a day. It's a lot of fun. Same thing with a hike. Group hikes are a lot of fun, and they're easy as well. The Pacific Northwest is littered with hikes to do all over the place, and it's super easy. Now let's take a look at how this will affect our society as a whole. More people outside simply equals more respect for the wilderness. This, I believe, could also lead to maybe less littering. It's kind of just an idea that I kind of came up with in my head, but I think it makes sense. The more people that spend time outside will learn to kind of respect the outdoors a lot more, rather than people that are more indoorsy person. They don't really get outside that often, so they don't know what's going on outside. I feel like the more people that spend time outside, this will kind of just create a happier society. Everyone will get along a lot more, and they'll just overall be more smiling people than there will be frowny people. Public parks, these are funded by our tax dollars. Take advantage of those. They're a lot of fun. Even places like Quemlin in Post Falls, it's a system of hiking trails. It's a public park. There's beaches, there's city parks. They're all a lot of fun, and they're easy ways to just get yourself outside under the sun. So yes, the outdoors may not be for everyone, but by just giving it your best effort every day to spend at least 30 minutes outside, you will notice a significant difference in your overall happiness and your well-being. This I experience. My job, I work construction, so I'm outside under the sun every day, and let me tell you, I sleep very well every single night. It might just be because it's a hard job, but at the same time, I feel like it's definitely, it has to do with something of me being outside every day. Everyone should push themselves every day to spend more time outside. Today I went over how the outdoors affect you overall. I went over some easy ideas or tips to get yourself outside and out of the house that don't take a lot of planning or a lot of effort. I also went over different activities you can do with your friends, swimming, hiking, various activities. And I went over how more time outside will improve our society and kind of just make us a happier community overall. Idaho is known for its beauty, and by spending more time outside, you may even find yourself opening doors to new hobbies or sports that you may not even know that you were interested in. That for me was a big eye-opener, because that's how I discovered dirt biking. Is I was simply just running out of activities to do. One day my grandpa bought me a dirt bike, and I was like, oh, I should try this out. It was a lot of fun, and I still do it to this day. So I would highly encourage you to get yourself outside and just enjoy the time under the sun.